It's time for the match game, Hollywood Squares Hour, with the stars you've seen elsewhere. Howie Mandel, Nancy Stafford, Terence Knox, Lloyd, and the stars of the match game Hollywood Squares Hour, Gene Rayburn and John Bowman. Go, Doctor. Here we go. Welcome. Thank you. Nice patience. You have an excellent practice, Doctor. How you doing? Gentlemen. Okay. Well, here we are. A thriving practice.
Welcome to the zoo.
The zoo?
Yes, here we are. Well, you look elegant.
Elegant? Oh, you look elegant.
I mean, look at her. She's wearing basic black, and she's wearing something very chic and in with her padded shoulders.
No, nothing on underneath.
And I wanted to boldly dress like no man has ever dressed before.
You have succeeded. What is that? Wait a minute. Let me see the cap.
It's a shuttle. It's a real from the shuttle. It's a real hat.
You mean
as opposed to a pretend hat.
That's one of the real crew hats from the shuttle. Yeah.
And a spacesuit.
And you're wearing a spacesuit?
And a spacesuit.
Got to see your shoes today, Howie.
They're the same shoes as I wore yesterday.
Yeah, but some of them weren't.
They're the same
yesterday.
socks as I've been wearing all week.
Howie. There they are, the silver shoes. With plastic soles. All right, now we've got everything's in place and all's right with the world. Shall we begin, Norman?
Yes, sir.
With your permission.
Well, what do? Yes.
Let's greet our two players here, Tom Wright and Angela Brantley. Welcome. Now we're going to find out about Tom first.
Good enough.
Please tell us a little bit about yourself, Tom.
I'm a museum curator. I worked in New York for the American Museum of Natural History, the New York Historical Society, and the Museum of the City of New York. I just 3 weeks ago moved to California, and I think I found paradise. I really like it.
Well, I'm glad you're happy out here. And I love all those museums. I'm familiar with all of them, and I think they're great places. Tom, good luck to you. Angela, tell us about you.
Well, I grew up in San Diego, and I'm currently living in Orange County. I have a 10-month-old baby girl. I gotta say her name, Lindsay Ann. And we're not married yet, but we are working on that one.
All right. Angela, now can your daughter understand? Does she speak yet? Or
She's 10 months old.
Oh, well, then she ought to be able to understand when someone says her name, huh?
Yeah, she does understand her name, yes.
Say it again.
Lindsay.
Hello, Lindsay. Cute. Isn't she cute? Yes. Angela's not bad either.
Thank you.
All right. Now, you're going to have 3 chances to match as many of the dingbats as you can. And the one who's done that most often will be the winner and go on to challenge a returning champion on Hollywood Squares for a chance to win up to $30,000. Tom, you won the toss. You'll be going first.
B.
All right. Let's see what it says. The Slob family, this is S-L-O-B-B, the Slob family, is so slobby at dinner they eat their soup with blanks.
They're so sloppy, they eat their soup
with blanks. All right, Tom. The Slob family is so slobby, at dinner they eat their soup with blanks.
With shovels.
That would be slobby, yeah. All right, that's a mixed reaction. Some say yes and some say no. Shovels would be kind of slobby.
Well, yes, Gene, it would be rather sloppy, but in a neat way.
Yes.
However, I have seen this with their fingers.
Aha. You know, it surprises me that such an uncouth thought could come from such an elegant gentleman as Norman Lloyd.
Such a couth man.
Thank you, Gene.
All right, Howie.
At first, I was thinking lips and tongues and things like that, because that's how you eat it, though.
That's right.
So we do that,
Yeah,
too.
it'd make a lot of noise.
And then I thought forks.
Forks. That would be difficult, and that would be kind of sloppy because it would drip all over everything.
Oh, come on.
That's not bad.
It's the
Don't
Slav
boo a good
family
answer.
right there.
What have you got for us?
Get ready to boo again because I said forks too.
All right. Yays and boos are all mixed up
They're
there.
they're
Did
not
you solve your
consistent.
clinging problem?
Yes.
Oh, good, because we don't want you to go around.
Your what problem?
She was
We'll talk
clinging
later,
to me.
Static electricity was causing her to be all disheveled from clinging. Hello, John. At dinner, they eat their soup with blanks.
Well, Tom was all disheveled from this question.
Right.
But I think it's great that he's a museum curator and he said shovel, you know, because he's thinking of digging up artifacts. I unfortunately said their fingers. So.
That would be slobby. Terence.
And since he copied me, you know I said fingers too.
Hey, quick to accuse with your fingers, huh?
Who'd you copy from?
Terence.
You copied
Fingers.
Terence. All right. So, Tom, you picked up 0 there. Let's see if Angela matches any of our stars. Dwayne said, I just got the world's worst job. I'm a taste tester at a blank factory. A taste tester at a blank factory. What do you say, astronaut? You ready?
No. Oh, yeah. No. Yeah.
Yes? No.
Yes.
Go or no go?
Yes and no.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
All systems go, Howie?
Yeah.
He's on the space shuttle, you see.
Yes. Angela. Dwayne said, I just got the world's worst job. I'm a taste tester at a blank factory.
Dog food factory.
Dog food factory.
Yes.
She said dog food.
Well, Gene, of course this may date me, but I said castor oil.
Yes, indeed. Castor oil factory. You don't know about castor oil, do you? That would be a terrible job. All right, Howie?
I was thinking for a minute there.
You were thinking.
Believe it or not.
That's Terence and Howie's thinking. You have an engaging smile.
Oh, thank you. Here, I just said testing wine, taste testing wine, just because I couldn't think of wine. Wine, dog wine. Dog wine.
Dog wine.
Dog wine.
Yeah, nice try. Hello.
This answer is going to date me too because
Really?
I also said castor oil.
You said castor oil. All right.
Well,
All right.
Good answer, Norman.
That means she's over 19.
you've been dating.
Yes. Would you like to date Nancy?
Taste tester at a
Just like
blank
that
factory.
answer? Oh, I said a fertilizer factory.
Good, huh?
My
Terence?
That's a hostile crowd out there. I said glue factory.
Blue is good. That's a good one.
Well, I feel badly about this because I think dog food is really the best answer, and we blew it. I said rubber factory.
That would be difficult.
Sorry.
That would be a
Angela.
terrible job. So there we are in the first round, 0-0 the score. Round 2 coming up right after this. Here we go with round 2. Ready for round 2? Since the score is tied and he went first last time, Angela will ask you to go first this time.
B, please.
All right. Nancy Reagan said, she said, my husband Ronnie loves to pretend he's a cowboy. The only way I can get him interested in romance is if I bring a blank to bed.
Find your own part.
Ready,
fella.
Nancy? Here we go. Angela. Nancy Reagan said, my husband Ronnie loves to pretend he's a cowboy. The only way I can get him interested in romance is if I bring a blank to bed.
A rope.
A rope?
Roundup. Spear.
Maybe.
My kind of woman.
Really?
Ehrlich's kind of woman.
Do you have the whips and chains with the rope and all of that? Hello, Norman.
Hello, Gene. I can only say at this time that great minds run on a similar channel.
Really?
Lariat.
Aha! There it is. One for Angela.
The English channel, apparently.
I said because I do it. I said a horse.
You sleep with a horse once in a while?
I sleep with a horse. I'm into this Godfather kind of thing. Oh. Not the whole horse.
Right.
Just the head.
I see. Just sleeps with a horse's head. Hello, Nancy.
Hi. I had to cross this out because I didn't spell it right. Lariat. Lasso, lariat.
Lasso or lariat. Well, either one of them would have been okay.
You could get another piece of paper.
Well, that surprises me. That's 2 for her on rope.
It surprises me as well. I'm the second horse.
Horse.
Boy.
Terence, Knox.
Horse.
Horse. And
Horse.
Ellen says horse. Well, so you picked up 2. That's not bad at all. Ready, Tom?
Yeah.
Here it is. Harry said...
Who?
Harry. I went to a restaurant that was so expensive. Thank you for asking. There were 2 waiters at every table. One gives you the check, and then the other one gives you blank.
Gives you blank.
Gives you blank.
I think this is a good answer.
Yep. In addition to all of these fine actors from St. Elsewhere,
And me.
and John, I want to point out that Norman Lloyd is really one of the most distinguished actors in the American theater.
Thank you.
He worked with Orson Welles. He was one of the original people in the Mercury Theater, and he's really been a pioneer in the American theater, and he's done all sorts of work, and all of it
Yeah, that's it.
I can't
quite
spell it.
wonderful. Ready over there. Here we go. Tom. Harry said, I went to a restaurant that was so expensive, there were 2 waiters at every table. One gives you the check, and then the other one gives you blank.
Oxygen.
Ha! Very good, Tom.
Oxygen.
Okay.
That's how
Oxygen. Simple, straightforward, and direct oxygen.
Well, I appreciate that. I am now going to reveal a personal experience, Gene.
Yes.
The bounce.
That's because you couldn't pay the check. I mean, one gives you the check, you can't pay, the other one bounces you. All right. Howie?
There I was, back to thinking. And I thought, if it was real expensive,
Yeah.
what they would do is they would give you the check, right?
Right.
And then if it was okay, then they would give you the food. If they...
Okay, we got the idea. Miss Nancy.
I was thinking logically, and I thought one would give you the check, and then I was going to say the other would give you the boot, but logically the other would give you the food.
You mean you had to...
Howie, I copied Howie.
You had to pay up front, is that what you said? All right. Here we go, John. The other one gives you what?
Well, my patient was even in more severe shape than Tom's. The other one gives you artificial respiration.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Oxygen is good. Same idea.
Right. You were on the
other
same
one?
wavelength with John, Tom, but you didn't have the same words.
Indigestion.
The other one gives you indigestion.
Well, okay, I'm making a case for this. I think we should match because you get the bill, you faint because...
Right?
And then you get smelling salts or oxygen, right? Yes?
Has to
Smelling
be
salts.
more exact than that. Again, you were on the same wavelength
Yes.
with him, but not an exact match. So there we are at the end of round 2, and Angela's ahead 2-0. Round 3, final round after this. Here we go with the third and final round. You're ahead, Angela.
B, please.
All right. Here we go. The scientist's wife said, my husband has been working with laboratory rats too long. Every night before we go to bed, he makes me blank. All right. The scientist's wife said, my husband is working with laboratory rats too long. Every night before we go to bed, he makes me blank.
Flea powder on? I don't know.
What do they do
I'm
with
lost.
laboratory rats? In laboratories, in research. They experiment with them, but there are a couple of things that are very well known. Howie, what do you say?
Okay, there I was.
In the laboratory.
In the body of a scientist's wife.
Right.
Who's been working with rats. There
Right.
I am lying in the bed. He walks in the bedroom and he says, "Could you do something for me, dear?" And I said, "What do you want me to do? I'm tired." And she said, "Squeak."
Squeak.
And I said, "Shut up, just go to sleep."
I think your brain's leaked out into the cap there.
I don't know.
Now, let's see. John, what have you got for us?
Oh, well, this is clear as day. You know, first they bring out the lariat and they put the horse into bed, and then he makes her run around in a maze.
There's one.
Or put flea powder on. I don't know.
Well, that's one of the two good possibilities.
If you know anything at all about rats in bed, you know that you gotta make them squeak.
All right, and you have...
Or run a maze.
Run a maze, yeah. I know the other thing they do with rats is put them in a treadmill, you know, and make them run around in that little thing there. All right, now, here's the way it is, Tom. She has 2, you have none. You need 2 to tie and 3 to win. Ready? Harvey said, "I don't think that doctor likes me. He said he wouldn't treat me until after I blinked." Tom, Harvey said, "I don't think that doctor likes me. He said he wouldn't treat me until after I blinked."
Paid him.
Paid. You like that one? It's looks like a hung jury to me, Tom. I don't know whether they like it or not. Norman?
Well, Gene, of course, there are treatments and treatments, you know.
Right.
And so very often a doctor says, cough.
Turn your head and cough. Right. Howie?
Honestly, Tom, I don't know where your head's at. I mean, I know it's right there on top of your shoulders, but I don't know where your mind is. And I also don't know where mine is. So
there's one.
Hey.
All right.
This is a sick doctor, but we have several of those at St. Eligius.
Right.
Till after he died.
After he died, of course. Not going to treat him till after he's dead. All right. John?
You needed that shovel you used in the first question, Tom, after he died. After he died.
Score remains 2 to 1. You got 2 more shots at it.
If you don't like him till after you die.
Last chance, Ellen.
Died. He hated him.
Died. All right, Angela, come on down. Right there, if you would, please. Tom, I hope you have good luck out here in California.
Thank you.
We're going to send some gifts to you. Many thanks for being Tom Wright. Hello there. How do you feel?
Excited.
All right, now here we come with the rest of the set. 3 more stars will appear here. John and I will trade places. We've got lots more excitement coming your way. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
A member of our studio audience will receive Tappan's Deluxe Microwave Oven with Tappan Dust Controls, built-in browner, 10 different cooking speeds, so you can program to defrost and cook automatically, furnished by Tappan. And now it's time for more of the match game. Hollywood Squares Hour with more of the stars from St. Elsewhere. Ed Begley Jr. Kim Miyori. Laneuville. And taking over the star of the Hollywood Squares, John Bauman.
And we'll be right back to play Hollywood Squares. Don't miss it.
And now, John Bauman and the Hollywood Squares.
Welcome, everybody, to the second half of the match game, Hollywood Squares Hour. And here we have Angela Brantley. Hi, Lindsay Ann. Mama made it through the match game. Now she's going to play Hollywood Squares, okay? Also, we have 3 brand new celebrities, Kim Miyori, Eric Laneuville, and Ed Begley Jr. All of them, of course, stars of St. Elsewhere. Mr. Begley Jr.
Yeah, John, how you doing?
I know. We've come to the end of our St. Elsewhere
And
week.
a great week it's been.
It really has been a pleasure. Now, I know it's easy to tell from watching the show that everybody in your cast really is a tight-knit family, are they not?
Let me tell you something about these monkeys here and this kind of a love-in that we have each and every day of the week on the set. These are all beautiful human beings, each and every one. We have Terence Knox, a man who's been in a rest home for quite a while. He made a broom and a pot holder, which we'll be showing later in the show. He's been doing very well with the treatments. We have a guy who carries a handbag around, Howie Mandel. How sane can he be? We have a great group of people. I love them all. Thank you.
Well, it is great to have you here, and it's great to have you here. Let's go play Hollywood Squares. Here we go. Mama's over here now, Lindsay. We also have a defending champion to reintroduce. Her name is Tita Volpe. She is returning for her second day, $2,975. That's so close to the big money. You actually matched on the question, but we didn't get through the super match too well. Remind us a little bit about your life to date, 25 words or less.
To date, I'm originally from Hawaii. I've been in San Diego now for 6 months where my husband is stationed in the Navy. I have a 5-year-old son named Ryan, and Leah Courtney, who's 5 months old, is my daughter.
Equal time. Hi, Ryan. What's your daughter's name?
Leah Courtney.
Hi, Leah Courtney. Mama playing Hollywood Squares once again till she hears the Time's Up bell. Then whoever is ahead goes on to play Super Match up to $30,000. That's lots of money. First game is worth $100, $25 for every square. Champion gets to start. That is you, Tita. Pick a star and let's go.
Howie, please.
Howie Mandel.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
On the shuttle. Your favorite teddy bear is dirty, Howie.
How did that happen?
How does Mary Ellen recommend you clean it? Should you brush it with dry cornstarch or wash it with baby shampoo?
Well, you should brush it. You should wash it with baby shampoo, because baby shampoo is you can wash your hair every day and it doesn't damage. Baby shampoo. If you say your hair was dirty as a human being and you just brushed it with cornstarch, you'd be stupid. So, baby shampoo, you can do it.
Okay, they probably didn't cover this in medical school. Tita.
This is your favorite teddy bear, right?
Oh, yeah, your favorite teddy bear. You want to do the best by it you can. He says, wash it with baby shampoo. Agree or disagree, Tita?
I disagree.
You should brush it with dry cornstarch. You're right to disagree, and you get the square. Very well done. He was so convincing. Angela Brantley, your move. You're playing O.
Ellen, please.
Ellen Bree. Which is a cheaper cut of pork, Ellen?
I'm Jewish. Okay, go ahead.
So am I. Let's throw out the question.
I eat bacon. Go ahead.
Which is a cheaper cut of pork? Picnic shoulder or boneless Boston butt?
I would say boneless Boston butt would be cheaper, because sometimes in restaurants I see picnic shoulder, so it must. I'd say boneless Boston butt must be really down there.
She says boneless Boston butt is cheaper. Agree or disagree, Angela?
I'll agree with her.
Picnic shoulder is cheaper. You should have disagreed with Ellen, and your opponent gets that square as well.
What happens if your boneless Boston butt gets dirty? Do you shampoo it?
Dry cornstarch. The thing is, I can't imagine. Can you imagine paying more for boneless Boston butt?
And picking the bones out of it, man. That's hard to do.
Tita, your move. You got 2 X's up there.
Kim to win, please.
This will give you the first game. Kim Miyori, you're paying $150 a night for a swanky hotel room. According to Cosmopolitan's new etiquette guide, is it tacky to steal the ashtrays? Or is it okay because the hotel expects it?
Oh, gosh. I suppose the logic there would be that you would be paying this high price, that you would pay for all these little things. But still, I don't think it's right to take anything, regardless. So I would disagree.
She says it's tacky for the game. Is it tacky to steal those ashtrays? Agree or disagree?
This is according to who?
Cosmopolitan's new etiquette guide.
And she says it's okay. No, it's not okay.
She says it's
I said it's not okay.
yeah, she says it's tacky to steal the ashtrays from the swanky hotel room.
I disagree.
It is tacky, according to Cosmopolitan's new etiquette guide. No, that is a pivotal point.
Toilet, but I always take.
If your opponent gets that square, we're going to have to break for a couple of messages. We'll come back to finish the $100 game right after this. See you then.
Stay tuned for more of the Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour. And now back to John Bauman and the Hollywood Square.
Tita could have put away that first game, but she missed the question, and Angela blocked. Howie, you have something you want to say about the motel rooms?
Oh, yeah, well, I always steal things. You know what I take? I take those paper ribbons off the toilet seats because they really bother me because every time I use the toilet, I get a paper cut.
Angela, where would you like to place an O?
Ed, please.
Ed Begley Jr. You're doing your laundry.
I am as we speak. It's in the spin cycle. How did you know?
And there's a beautiful woman at the next washer that you would like to meet.
You've been reading my mail. You're right on 2 counts. Proceed.
Now, according to a study cited in Omni magazine, which line works better? Is it, excuse me, but I'd like to meet you? Or, those are some nice undies you have there.
If it's Omni, I think it's Beam Me Up or something, isn't it? No, I think if it's Omni magazine, they go boldly where no man has ever gone. I would think they would comment on the underwear.
He says the best line, better line is those are some nice undies you have there. Agree or disagree, Angela?
I'll disagree.
The best line, according to Omni magazine, or the better line is, excuse me, but I would like to meet you. So you are right to disagree, and you get the square. And it says here that the straightforward approach works better. I don't know, those are some nice undies is pretty straightforward to me. Tita, you were playing X. Make your move.
Eric to block, please.
You missed this one. The game belongs to your opponent. Eric Laneuville, you are a rhino. And you're rolling around in the mud. Why are you doing that? Is it because it feels good? Or because this is your way to attract a female?
It's funny you should ask me that because we were sitting around talking about that. This is why I know the answer to this. And strangely enough, you're trying to attract a female.
To block. Agree or disagree that rhino's rolling in the mud to attract a female, Tita?
I agree.
The rhino is rolling in the mud because it feels good. No, you should have disagreed in that case. Your opponent gets the square and wins the first game. Well, the challenger is off to a pretty good start here. She has won the first game, $175 for her, $50 for you, Tita, but there is plenty of time. Sweep all the X's and all of the O's off of the board, and Tita Volpe, you get to start.
Howie, please.
This game's worth $200.
All right.
Howie Mandel, you've just finished eating dinner at a restaurant, and your lipstick is a mess. According to the new Emily Post's etiquette, is it okay to repair it at the table, or should you only put on lipstick in the ladies' room?
You see, John, no, honestly, when I'm eating and it smudges, I think you should just get up and go. Don't stay there. Don't stay there with it because no, I'm serious. Don't laugh about this. It can be so embarrassing. So go to the table. To the bathroom and do whatever you have to do and come back and enjoy the rest of your meal.
Okay. Tita? Howie says that you should only put the Howie says that you should only put the lipstick on in the ladies' room. Agree or disagree?
I agree.
It is okay to repair your lipstick at the table. No, after all that, you should have disagreed with Howie, and your opponent gets off to a good start in this game. All right, Angela, there's 1-0 up there for you. Where would you like to place another?
Ellen, please.
Ellen Bree.
I'll try to get it right this time. Go ahead.
You grow your own lemons. Do you get more juice from them at room temperature, or should you squeeze your lemons when they're cold?
Well, I don't grow lemons, but I cook. And I get more juice when they're at room temperature.
Agree or disagree, Angela?
I'll agree.
She agrees. Yes, you should squeeze your lemons best when they're at room temperature. Well done. Right to agree, you get the square, and you got a couple of O's up there. And that probably kind of left a sour taste in your mouth, Tita. You're playing X. We will come back and find out what happens in this $200 game after this. 225 for the challenger and 50 for the champ. Is she on the ropes? We'll see. Plenty of time. Make your move, Tita.
Kim to block, please.
You missed this one. It's a pretty big lead for Angela. Kim Miyori, who has been together longer? Ronnie and Nancy Reagan, or Minnie and Mickey Mouse?
That's an interesting. I would say I think Minnie and Mickey have been around for a long time. Well, so have Nancy and Ronnie, but I would say Minnie and Mickey.
She says Mickey and Minnie have been together longer than Ronnie and Nancy. To block, agree or disagree?
I agree.
Minnie and Mickey it is. Yes, you're right to agree. You get the square and you do block. Very well done. Since 1928, they have been together. Angela, she thwarted you there.
Jean, please.
Jean Rayburn for an O. Jean, you're a hibernating bear.
Naturally.
Would a loud alarm clock wake you up, or would you sleep right through it?
Well, they're not completely comatose. I would say that a loud alarm clock would indeed wake up the bear, and you'd have to run for your life.
Agree or disagree, Angela?
I'll agree.
A loud alarm clock would, in fact, awaken that bear. Yes, you're right to agree, and you get the square. Another O goes up.
Who does these experiments?
Who interviews? Well, hey, we surveyed 100 bears, and their best answer is on the board.
You have a staff here, like walking around with alarm clocks around sleeping bears.
Sure, we have a staff. They're all hibernating right now. Tita, it's your move. Pick a star.
Ed to block, please.
Ed Begley to block. Has she got you by the O's? Ed Begley, according to Jockey International, who buys more men's underwear? Men or women?
From my personal experience, the Little Missus buys all my underthings, and I think women, for the most part, do buy the underwear for men. Women, I think, yes.
Agree or disagree for a critical block?
I agree.
Women buy more men's underwear. Well done. You get the square, you do block. In fact, 70% of all men's underwear is bought by women. Angela.
Just men dressed up like women, but they're still men.
Your move.
Terence to win, please.
She couldn't stop you here. Terence Knox.
I'm ready.
According to the Los Angeles Police Department, do most bank robbers cover their faces when they rob banks today? Or is that something we mostly see in the movies?
They don't cover their face. They take an aerosol can and they spray the video cameras.
Okay, so they do not cover their faces. Something we mostly see.
They cover their faces in adult bookstores, but not.
He says that's something we mostly see in the movies. For the game.
A lot of time there.
I'll agree.
For the game and a great big lead. Agree or disagree?
I agree.
You agree. That is something that we mostly see in the movies. Yes, you are right to agree. You get the square and you win another game. Well done. All right, now I said a great big lead. It's not all that great big. It's 475 to 100, and we're going to play a $300 game. So with the squares all adding up, everything still hangs in a balance. Take the X's and O's off. Tita, your move.
Howie, please.
Howie Mandel.
All
Let's
right.
keep it going. Do all bananas have a curve, Howie? Or do some grow straight?
All bananas are curved, none grow straight. Some have mascara.
Howie said the operative part of that answer is that bananas are always curved. Agree or disagree?
I disagree.
Bananas are, in fact, always curved. No, you should have agreed with Howie. That does not help you. Your opponent gets that square. Angela Brantley. Good start.
I'll go with Ellen again, please.
Ellen Bree.
Yes.
For an O. Tom Selleck calls you for a date. But your fingernails are still a little wet. According to Mary Ellen, what can you do to dry the polish in a hurry?
I know. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Should you stick your hands in a bun warmer? Or should you stick them in the freezer?
I know this answer. You know why? Because I keep nail polish in the refrigerator. And a manicurist told me to do that. You put it in the freezer. Trust me.
Stick your hands in the freezer. Agree or disagree, Angela?
I'm going to agree.
You should stick your hands in the freezer. You were right to agree, and you get another roll. Well done. Then just ask Tom to warm them up for you. Tita, where would you like to place an X?
Kim to block, please.
All is blocking.
Who's Mary Ellen? Kim Miyori. Who wears the antlers in the reindeer family? Kim, is it the male, the female, or both?
In the reindeer family?
Reindeers. Deer.
I think usually, you know, the male has the antlers. I wonder, but in the, gosh, I'd say the male.
She says the male wears the antlers in the reindeer family. Agree or disagree to block, Tita?
I agree.
In the reindeer family, both the male and the female have antlers. No. Your opponent gets that square and wins yet another game. And the bell means the time is up. She has done it. $850. Angela Bradley, new champ. Congratulations. You can stay there for a second. While I tell you. Oh, you want to? Oh. Good sportsmanship. Go over there, join Gene Rayburn, get set for your shot at the big money. Well done. Boy, she really ran away with it.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, there were a lot of critical situations, and she came through. It didn't work out for you today, Tita Volpe, but you had a nice day yesterday. You're leaving with $3,075. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You are lovely.
Thank you.
And thanks for the hula lessons.
Yeah.
Gene Rayburn.
Okay, John, here we are with the champ, and we'll be back with her and our 9 stars in a moment or so, right after these messages.
And now, here to play the super match is Gene Rayburn.
Thank you, Johnny O. Well, well, well. Here we are. This is my favorite part of the show because if it happens, you're going to be very happy.
Oh, yes.
Do you want to win it?
Oh, yes.
What are you going to do if you win it?
Pay off a bunch of stuff and buy a bunch of stuff.
All right. Good luck to you. You could win up to $30,000 here in the super match. Here we go. We polled the studio audience not too long ago and said, write down your best answer to this. Dial blank. If you give us the answer they wrote down most often, it's $1,000 for you. For the second most popular, $500, and for the third, $250. Now, some help from any 3 of the 9 stars.
Ellen, please.
Dial soap.
Dial soap.
Eric, please.
Dial tone.
Dial tone.
And Kim.
Kim, have you got one? Hello, Kim. Testing.
Oh,
1, 2.
hello.
Yes.
Earth Kim. No, I don't.
I got one. Oh, wait, you've already
What?
Direct.
Dial direct.
Oh.
All right, so you have dial direct, dial tone, and dial soap. You may choose one of those, or you can think up one of your own. What is your pleasure here?
I'll go with dial tone.
Dial tone? Good choice. Dial tone. About half of you think that's okay, and the other half think not, huh? Okay. Well, we'll find out right now if dial tone is up there, and if so, where. May we see the $250 response, please? Dial M for Murder is up there. Well-known play, Broadway show, movie. And the $500 response says, dial tone. There's your $500.
Pretty good.
I guess Ellen Bree was right all along.
Maybe.
At least I would guess.
Maybe
Let's reveal the $1,000 response. Slide it, Steve. Dial soap is right. Ellen was right.
Commercial thing.
Dial soap. Now you've got the $500. Time now for the head-to-head match with any star of your choosing. After you've made your decision, the star will reveal a hidden number and will multiply the $500 by whatever number is revealed at that time. It'll be a 10, a 20, or a 30. Okay, time now to make your pick.
I'm going to stay with Ellen.
Going to stick with Ellen. All right, Ellen, we want to see what your hidden number is. Would you show it to us, please? It's a 10. That means you're playing for $5,000.
Help me out, guys. Help me out.
And good luck to you.
Help me.
A considerable amount, right?
Oh, yeah.
5,000. Here we go. Blank Made. M-A-D-E. Blank Made. M-A-D-E.
M-A-D-E.
Yeah.
Oh!
M-A-D-E. That's what I said, M-A-D-E, right? I said M-A-D-E. Got one, Angela? Thinking about it?
Yeah, I have it.
Put it in the slot.
Oh, okay.
All right, you collect the $5,000. If you match Ellen, you were on the same wavelength earlier. Let's see if you got it now.
Oh, different spelling. I wasn't paying attention.
M-A-D-E.
Meter maid.
No, that's
No,
M-A-I-D.
that's M-A-I-D. M-A-D-E.
I'm sorry, we have to go with her first response, and she said meter maid, and it appears that it's not going to match, but we have to show your answer now, Ellen.
Homemade.
Homemade, a very good answer.
I wasn't listening when you said that.
I spelled it 87 times.
Yes,
I'm
I was
sorry.
concentrating.
Until the last moment, she kept thinking M-A-I-D. I'm sorry about that. Well, it hasn't been a total waste of time up here. You've got $1,350, and you'll be back tomorrow, and we'll be back right after this. Now, we want to find out which of the stars had the big 3-0. Would you all grab the tabs? Ready, set, go.
Yank your tab, Eric Laneuville. Had it.
Thank you, stars. It's been a wonderful week with the cast of St. Elsewhere. You have a wonderful show.
To you both. You're beautiful.
All right. Gene Rayburn here, inviting you to join us Monday.
John Bowman saying so long for the match game Hollywood Squares hour. Bye, Lindsay Ann. Mom will be back Monday.
A member of our studio audience will receive Quasar's new 13-inch portable television that features custom-matic tuning, high-tech styling, and a simulated walnut grain finish and super color system furnished by Quasar. This is Johnny Olson speaking for the Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour, a Mark Goodson television production.